Thank you and welcome back to the Las Vegas Sports Talk. Well, we're at it again, and I had to come back on YouTube to tell you about the Shannon Sharpe situation that's going on. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also share this video as I go ahead and unpack everything that's going on so far. So, Shannon Sharpe is being accused of, well, yes, he's being accused of alleged sexual assault, harassment, and battery from a 19-year-old unidentified person. But the Las Vegas Sports Talk, we now know who that person is. This is her name. Gabby, I'm not going to mess up the last name, so, but that's the name right there. And she is a fans only model who is, if I didn't say it before, 19 years old at the time. And Shannon Sharpe was, or is 56 years old. For everyone that knows who Shannon Sharpe is, former NFL player, podcast host. You remember, I believe it was last year when he broke the YouTube or internet, however you want to say it, with the Cat Williams interview that he did. So very well liked, you would say. Very people listen to him. So with these alleged allegations that's going on, now people are starting to have mixed opinions or mixed emotions about this. So the lawsuit was filed by Tony Busby. You guys and girls are familiar with who Tony Busby is. That is the person that had the lawsuit with Jay-Z, saying that apparently there was some sexual assault going on with him, and so that's a familiar name. And I believe how this all came about, from what the internet is saying, I guess they've been in a relationship for like 2 years, and I don't know. I guess somebody wanted to break it off, or was there cheating allegations or whatever. So I'll let you decide whether there was a plot or a scheme or shakedown to get money out of them. That's what we're going to be discussing today. And as you know, Shannon Sharpe has, of course, denied all these allegations. And pretty much he is claiming that it was a consensual relationship to adults, which may have included role play, sexual language, fantasies, explicit text messages. So that's pretty much the whole spill of everything now with Shannon Sharpe. I found it very interesting as I'm doing research, and of course I came across a interview with Cameron, and I found this very interesting, so I did some research, and as I'm scrolling through the internet, I come across, once again, Cameron on It Is What It Is, and he talked about it. So I want to just play you a little bit of that interview or conversation, and go ahead and check out the rest of this on It Is What It Is with Mason Cameron. So check this out, and I'll be back.
Initial thoughts.
Let me ask you a question before I give my opinion.
Okay.
Do you think this has something to do with her being white?
Yes.
I knew it. Why?
Because
so a black girl wouldn't do this?
I'm not saying a black girl wouldn't do it, but less likely to. I think, first of all, the whole big black baby and me, all that is like, okay, if you're into that, if you like the race baiting, all that, cool. Some people like that. That's the first thing. Second thing, we all saw Shannon Sharpe might be signing $100 million deal. Woo, 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 woo. You're an OnlyFans model and you're trying to get him with that, and now all of a sudden $50 million. And this isn't to, discredit anybody who is, going through serious issues and like sexual assault cases. Like, hope that works out for all of you guys, but all the different terms in this, it's interesting. So yes, I think it has a lot to do with her being a white woman.
So from what I got from what you said, stay away from the white bitches. That's what you said in a real politically correct way. Yo, y'all black niggas that be fucking with these white bitches, see what happens? That's what Stat just said in a very professional way. That was really nice the way you put that, because that's all you really said. This is what happened when you fuck with the white bitches. That's what you get. That's exactly what I heard from you. But look, this is a few, like you said, it's a lot of shit to unpack with this. First thing you said, $100 million, now they want 50 out of nowhere. But when you sue for 50, you don't really want 50. You take about 23, 20, 24, you go for the high number so you can settle out for what you really want. That's first and foremost. Secondly, she 20. How old? 92?
50, so I'm gonna get
like, you gotta know what's going on. Not saying she don't fuck with you. Listen, I remember 56. I remember Delicious from Flavor of Love wanted Unc. She was on his body too. Unc stay in shape, he popping, etc. It's a lot going on. Especially he has a newfound light. You know what I'm saying? What I will say is that to me, for this last few years, and I'm talking about not even a few years, probably 6-7 years now, because he started on what is that shit with Skip he was doing? Whatever that shit was called, Undisputed, about 6-7 years ago. So, You have Undisputed. Then he has the success with Club Shay Shay. Then he has his other shows that he do on the internet. Then not only that, you leave Undisputed and go to First Take. So when I first seen Shannon on the internet arguing, going back and forth with certain people, you know, even me and him had a couple words here and there. Nothing crazy. I got mad love for him. Super duper love for that nigga. But when I see him going back and forth with other people, so to speak, and I said, he doesn't get it. Now he probably gets it. He's getting more seasoned. I'm talking about last year when he's arguing the sex tape, if you want to call it that, and going back, and before that was other things, people saying that he was gay, and he's going back and forth arguing with people. I'm saying, it's one thing being a successful athlete, and then it's a different thing being a successful entertainer, even though sports is entertainment. But, you know, Shannon Sharpe is a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, so people know who he is. But now you're sitting there talking about people. It's one thing when you're catching the ball, scoring touchdowns. It's another thing when you're opinionated about different people. So he found a new brand of success, and I don't think he knew about it in the beginning because, you know, he used to say, my sister said, when you're at the top, this, that, that. Yeah, nigga, that's the way it goes. People are going to want to come at you when you're successful in this realm. When you're successful in football, people can't run as fast as you or jump as high as you or catch touchdowns. It's something different to where you're being opinionated. And now that you have a smartphone, everybody has an opinion. Anybody with a smartphone can have an opinion. So when you have this newfound success, you got to know how to move, especially with the bitches. You got to know how to move, my nigga, because they are, I'm not saying niggas don't fuck with you, but they want something. They want a couple dollars. They want $25,000 a cheek. Fuck is that? Yo, $25,000 a cheek, and you still speak to the bitch? Like you said, to me, it sounds like they had a lot of, what's the word? I don't want to use BDSM. They had a lot of like little rough relationship. When I say that, choke her and she like it, or grab her up and she like it. Because there's some shit I read it too, that he had anal sex and she got mad because he ain't put the condom on or some shit like that. Obviously, Shorty likes some of this shit, my personal opinion. And like Stat said, I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody going through something serious. But the first thing I took from this when I heard it was, look, he was living in California and moved to Nevada. She moved from California to Nevada too. So if somebody's being abusive to you in one state, why would you move to the next state with the same nigga who's abusing you?
All right. Well, I'm going to stop it right there. Yeah, so let me know what you guys and girls think about this. You know, once again, shout out to Cameron. He's doing his thing over there. It is what it is. Go ahead over there. Check out the full interview on what he's talking about. And yeah, just to get your guys' thoughts on what he said so far, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. What do you think? Was Cameron right about what he was saying, or was he not? So basically, you hear how, you know, how he was saying how, you know, phone conversations, text messages, all this stuff is video, all this stuff is coming out. And, you know, I'm not going to play no video, and I'll just show you one, the text that's here. I'll put it up there, and there it goes. That's one of the texts that was there. So as this starts to go on and on, you know, Shannon Sharpe had to come out with a, you know, he had to come out saying something to the public. So, with all this going on, this is what Shannon Sharpe had to come out with. So, this is his response to everything that's going on. Check this out.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
So, there you have it. From what he's saying, that, yeah, he, I guess, had to walk away from this. You know, got to be losing money behind this. Just not right. I remember when he was on ESPN, or when he used to be commentating, and players, the NFL players would act up. He would always say how, oh well, I forgot, was it grandmother or my grandfather, someone that used to raise him used to say, hey, do this and do that. You know, almost like a military term, squared away type of person. Pretty much did no wrong, but, you know, I just think, in my opinion, maybe they didn't speak to him about this. So, you know, now can he come back on, if he's allowed to come back on the, say, ESPN or any other channel, would he be able to give those advices to troubled football players that get in trouble? Go ahead and leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. And also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you made it this far. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and like this video, and also share this video with your friends, family, co-workers. Let them know Las Vegas Sports Talk. We're talking Shannon Sharpe situation that's going on with this lawsuit. So you guys know that he was working with ESPN. So I believe Disney is responsible or owns ESPN. So, you know, they're not going to have these allegations lingering around. So was that the perfect reason or opportunity to go ahead and step down or not? I'm just saying, you know, this is blowing up getting a lot of steam, and they even came out with a toy with Shannon Sharpe and the girlfriend, Gabby, and you see, there it is right there. I mean, you know, this is just going crazy. But, you know, I do hope he gets out of this situation, but it just is not looking that good. You know, when you release the video, which is probably going to come out, they said there's video, but the voice phone calls, or I would say phone calls, when those are getting leaked, and who's to say how much more damaging is it for a everyone knows what I'm going to say, so we just know that it's damaging. Now, if you guys think back, guys and girls, think back to Donald Sterling. You guys remember him? That was the owner of the Clippers. That was the LA Clippers that was forced to sell his team over what? What he had said on the phone. Pretty much the leaked private that him and his girl were having, that got leaked out to the public. So, you know, even though the conversation is between you two, but if anybody chooses to leak that out into the public, and you're a public figure, yeah, your career is pretty much done. So that's pretty much all I have. Thanks everyone for watching this video. Thanks everyone for subscribing to this channel, the Las Vegas Sports Talk, and thank you for liking this video. And if you left a comment already, I'd like to thank you as well. Once again, this is Marcus with the Las Vegas Sports Talk, and I'm out.